The 2020 caucus isn't the only reason the Democratic National Committee is considering a very big change.
True, it's not, but it is the most recent. States are moving away from caucuses since those caucuses have to be held at a specific time, which then limits the number of people in theory who could attend. And caucuses can get more complicated than a traditional primary. But after Iowa Democrats had those problems with reporting the results of the 2020 caucuses, critics have been coming after Iowa hard and bringing those familiar attacks that Iowa's population is not diverse enough to reflect the views of the country. And we heard those criticisms tonight when the Democratic National Committee's Rules and Bylaws Committee met via Zoom.
But we know that we can engage more diverse groups that we need to help us win in the general election. So it's time for us, Mr. Chairman, I think, to take a hard look at this.
We can't just continue to do the same thing over and over again because it's tradition or because it's the status quo. Our country is changing. We need to change with it.
Now, over the years, tradition has worked in Iowa's favor. Residents take the caucus process seriously. They engage and question the candidates to make them better. And of course, the caucuses do bring in tens of millions of dollars for local economies. But critics from other states not only want a more diverse state the next time around to lead off the process in 2024, they may also want one with more union members in the state and one that looks more competitive in the general election compared to Republicans and also holds a primary rather than a caucus. Well, Iowa's DNC member told me after the meeting tonight that he calls this overall a mixed bag.
It was clear that there is a preference for primaries, and that's something we have to deal with. But, a lot of the other provisions, I can make an argument that, nearly every state or territory can't satisfy, all the criteria that they've set forth. I mean, that's the beauty of the 4 early state process, is that each of the 4 early states brings something, brings a couple pieces to the table that the other early states don't have.
Scott Brennan said the committee meets again next month and then might let the states apply in June to become an early voting state in 2024. That would be a change of the process here. He thinks the DNC could then end up making a final decision on what state goes when sometime in July. So serious decision for Iowa with serious implications. 2 lighter moments, though, in this world of Zoom meetings. While Donna Brazil was talking, at one point, her dog was barking off in the background and then came over and jumped onto her lap. Then another member's phone started ringing. It was a grandson calling his grandpa. Grandpa's on the committee. Grandpa's name is Jim Roosevelt. He himself, the grandson of a former president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.